Hold on, don't clap. Some of us, the decisions we make in our home, on our jobs, concerning our health, you get taught better than that. See, some of them can't clap because they give. You get taught better than that. Why did you do that? You better than that. And see, depending on who you listen to, listen, you can be in a blessed place, listen to the wrong voice, and end up in a cursed place. Now, I'm setting you up because we're about to deal with it. When he deals with the voice of strangers, take note that the voice of strangers is that which is contrary to the will of God. It's contrary to the written word of God and the revealed word of God. Because you cannot just limit a voice to a literal human sound. Because books have voices. Whatever you watching on that TV has a voice, is saying something. Come on. Tell your neighbor, those are voices that try to get in our head. But then look at somebody saying, but sadly, sometimes people we close to get to talking like a stranger. Because sometimes when the enemy tries to come at certain people, he know if he's going to get them to listen to me, to the wrong voice, then he wants to use people who are close to them. Come on. Y'all let that sink. If I'm going to get her out the will of God, I'm going to have to use so-and-so to do it. If I'm going to pull her up out of that church up there, then I'm going to have to use so-and-so to do it. Because they will listen to them. They'll listen to them. Now go with me to the book of Genesis. As you turn to Genesis 3, remember that I said we are blessed or cursed based upon the voices we choose to heed or follow. And I said earlier, you can be in a good place, but then get to listening to the wrong voice and find yourself in a bad place. Voices can turn you against people who have your best interest in heart. To the point to where when they try to call you, you don't answer. But then when that fool call you, you quick to answer. Then you see somebody, oh, I didn't see your call. You lying? I've had folk that I knew me and them had a good godly relationship based upon the Bible. Now I'm saying that because as a pastor, I can't be your best friend. I can't be the one you talk to every single day for hours at a time. And I come at your beckoning call. I can't be that person. Come on. If that's what you're looking for in the pastor, you know you're at the wrong church. Because that's not what God designed. But you have to allow what God says through me to stick with you. Hold on. So that even when you go to even think about certain things, you say, man, I hear my pastor's voice in my head. You get ready to go sign something, you hear me telling you, you're doing that dumb stuff. You be in the back of your mind like, nah, this may not be what I need to do. Now, see, some of you'll sit there like, well, Pastor, I don't know if, that's a whole lot of power. Yeah, but that's godly. But think about it. Some of us, when we do certain things, we got Oprah in our mind. What would she say about it? What she think? You don't even know Oprah. Oprah don't even know you. You know your pastor. You know what I teach you according to. So my voice should begin, as long as I'm in line with the word, to sound like God's voice. If I'm telling you to do something crazy, don't do it. Don't follow me, because then I ain't got out of line. Are y'all with me? Now watch this now. Because there are preachers you can't listen to. Watch this. Not for 3 minutes. Don't give them 3. Well, I'm a preacher. Give me 3 minutes. No. I don't need to be talking to you. Come on. Genesis 3. Now we know Eve listened to the devil's voice. Come on. And he turned Eve. Turned her. Turned that girl. Y'all heard this saying, turned them out. The devil turned Eve out. Imagine little beautiful Eve just walking through the garden. Just old beautiful creature. Intelligent. Wise. Come on. And then all of a sudden, she gets to talking to the devil. Watch this now. Listen, brothers. The devil turns Eve out. But his true assignment was not Eve. He used Eve to get to the one to whom the authority was coming through. That being, and you know the Bible tells us there's nothing new under. And there are some men who are so notoriously weak that if the enemy wants to get them out the will of God, all he has to do is use his wife. And he will just about do whatever that woman tell him to do. Jump. Baby, you didn't say hi. I want to do what you tell me. At least 6 inches. And then that fool starts jumping. I've seen men leave the church because that's what their wife told them they better do. Genesis 3:17. Then to Adam he said, it's God talking to Adam now after the devil turned Eve out. Eve then got Adam to do what he had no business doing. See, sometimes the enemy works through people. You know everything's quiet right now? Because there's some folks in here ain't thinking the way they need to think. Because the enemy done sent somebody to work on you. And they are working their manipulation on you to keep you out the will of God. Paul had to tell an entire church, you did run well. Who had bewitched you? Paul dealt with a church to where one person seemingly had bewitched an entire church. To the point to where they was obeying truth until somebody bewitched them. And you don't want me to preach about voices when there are bewitching voices that try to get the people week in and week out. To the point to where sometimes we look up and we're close to people that we have no business being close to. And you wonder, how did I get this close to them? How did they gain this much control over my decisions? Don't even live with you, but it's controlling what goes on in your house.